And we fought hard in the second half, much better. Looked more like us in the second half. First game we played, we did a poor job of keeping them off the glass, and really their guards, not so much Walker. I thought we did a great job of keeping them off the offensive glass this game. And the numbers-wise, you can say we did a good job on Walker. But you got to give up some when you're a good low post scorer. You send a double, he finds the shooters. It's part of the game. But we did enough to give ourselves a chance to win the game. Made plays, but again, it goes back to we got to find a way to execute possession on the offensive side of the ball and finish it. That's it.
When you talk about just how many games of inches you guys have had, I mean, even the last one comes down to similar situations. Just what is it about that keep getting in this situation and just seems to keep happening when you guys are close, but the results keep turning to that?
Good question. I answered the same way. You just got to go through it. But I mean, you know, I know I toss and turn, trying to find a way. Where can you get a win? How can you help them put them in position? You know, you say as a coach you can put them in position, but you want more than that. Find a way to win the game, get over the hump, get stops, to be tough, be physical, defend without fouling, all these things. But it's really, I think more than anything, we have to find a way, and we do so many different drills on passing, you know, trap drills, because we got to get that down. You're a different team. You're down to 9 turnovers a game as opposed to 14. That's 5+ possessions that you don't get when it's already tough enough to win. So we just got to keep finding ways to take care of the ball, make good decisions with the ball. Because I don't, because you can see in the guys' eyes that when our guys aren't afraid of pressure, no situations like that. And I don't think they're caught up in, okay, here we go again. I don't think it's that either. I just think we have to find a way to take care of the ball, make the right decision, finish the game, not get an offensive foul, not turn the ball over in this basketball. And it just got to do it.
You know, you said many times that better days are ahead.
Yes.
But how painful is the foundation that it takes to sometimes lay the foundation to get there?
Well, if you'd asked me that, you know, 16 years ago, then it was tough. You had to peel me out of bed. But I mean, I can see it. I mean, I can see a championship. I can see, you can feel it. Just by what we have now, you can see it. Yeah, I mean. So no, man, for me, it's not pain. It's pain for them because I know what they put into it, and I know they try hard. So, and you want it for them because I can see it, especially the last 11 games. I can see it in their eyes. You can see it, but they muster up the energy and come back the next day. So pain, because I've dealt with pain, but it's just you want to rush it. All of a sudden, you want to be back in December next year, but it takes what it takes, and you got to go through it. You got to add pieces to what you're trying to do and go from there. But I feel for them. It's not necessarily pain for me. I will say this, and I'm not sure about how other coaches, if you've gone through something like this. For me, it forces you to be a student as well as a teacher. Because how do you find ways? You keep watching film. Okay, we got to be better. As much time we spend on our ball screen defense, we have breakdowns. They scored 8 points in my eyes. It's off the breakdowns on the backside. We spend too much time on that. So you got to go back. Just be consistent with it. So those things can happen. And like I say to our guys, we have to know how we're going to get beat every night. That means they're going to do this to beat us. Well, I counted 8 points on a ball screen cover. They hit the guy in the layup when we weren't where we were supposed to be. That can't happen.
How do you see it? How do you see the championships ahead when tonight's the 20th loss of the year? You're going to have, just knowing this day and age in college basketball, you're going to have a lot of new faces next season.
Well, I think what you see is you know who you're recruiting. So you know personnel. You understand that. And that's just simply that. Yeah.
Paper, you guys are locked into the 12th seed, last place in the Valley. Just what is it about these games where you guys come out and you are in that game given everything you got for this one? You have 2 more, and we know by now from watching teams that you coach that it's not going to be any other way, but just seeing those guys get up for that when there's technically not much to play for when it comes to standings, Arch Madness seeding, stuff like that.
Oh, you got every right to win Arch Madness. You got every right to win it, so you're going to play basketball. And on the surface, you would say we have nothing to lose, but I've never saw it like that. I mean, you're going to win a game. And I would imagine all 11 teams would hate to play against us in that first game, whoever it is. So it's just basketball, man. That's all it is. It's simply basketball. You're preparing to win a basketball game, and that's how I look at it. Yeah.
How instrumental have the three seniors who were recognized tonight about just keeping things maybe headed in a positive direction with their leadership?
Oh, those guys, I mean, they'll be fine in life. Those are, in my opinion, top-notch guys. I mean, in terms of character, work ethic, commitment in the community, those guys, they'll be solid. I mean, they bring their hard hat. I mean, extremely hard workers, spend a lot of time in it, not only on the court, but in the classroom to be as best they can be in the classroom as well. But I mean, yeah, those are guys that we'll be proud of 20 years from now.
Now, he's got more ball to play, but what was it like to go through senior night with your son?
Oh, man, you know, it's a great feeling. Yeah, it's a great feeling, man. Just, you know, I never had the desire to coach him, you know. Even when he was little, I just didn't want to because I want to maintain a relationship with, you know, father and son. Cause I've seen on the surface or even communicate with people when you coach your son and the dynamic of that, and it can destroy the dynamics of your family just in the sport. I never wanted that because I knew the pain of what it takes to be good at this, and I can only do it one way as a leader. So it's not as if he's in the locker room, my son, okay, I'm going to soften up on him or be even hard on him. I'm going to just coach the same way. I mean, he's my son, but they're all the same to me. My job is to help them get where they got to go. But it was great, man. I'm happy for him. He's put the work in. He works extremely hard. There have been many nights physically he wasn't ready to go, injured, all that, but it's what we got to do. Let's go.
What would he be like as a coach? He teased the idea of being a GA?
I hope not. No, I don't. I have no desire for him to do that. I don't want him to do that because of what it takes out of you. Man, live your life. That's why I said, man, go live, enjoy life. This here, what it takes out of you, if you do it the right way, it's going to take a lot out of you, as it should. I tell you, man, live your life. You don't have to do this. Go and live.
Do you come out of those games, a game like that, hurting? We've talked about throughout the year, and you say that if the worst thing that happens to you is
hurting?
A loss, but what about just something like that when it just piles on a little bit?
Man, truthfully, I count my blessings because I'm built for the assignment. Not many can handle this assignment. I'm built for it, so I count my blessings. I thank God for the assignment because I know it's going to be on the other side of it. Hurting for them, you know, and then it's like, okay, how can you find another way? So I'll be up all night watching film. Okay, got to feel, okay. And just come back. Because, again, I think when you're trying to be good, you got to be a student as well as a teacher because you got to continue to learn. You got to be able to listen. Okay, we got to get better here. We broke down here. Let's work on this. But it's also creating an atmosphere where they enjoy coming back to work. Fresh legs, fresh minds. It's not a battlefield. No, it's not about that. Let's be efficient. Let's continue to work. Let's have joy in the work, and the results will take care of themselves.
You have them still believing that they can make a run through Arch Madness. What is it about that?
Man, I don't know no other way in life. It's what you do. You give up now, they might as well start burying your casket today. I mean, how do you give up in a sport? I mean, you got a chance. You mean to tell me they about to do this and throw it up in the tip, and I got a chance, and I'm giving up? I would politely tell the guy, man, you might want to tell the trainer you might be injured, but you can go ahead and end it. That just doesn't register to me to say I'm giving up or quitting. What is? No, I don't know what that means. I can't comprehend that. I've seen a woman cleaning. Well, I didn't see it, but working as a maid, working at a bar to make ends meet. Man, there's nothing I want to hear about it. If this is not for you, I wish you the best. No hard feelings. We'll go out there with 6 guys. No, I can't do that, and I can't allow them to do that because if they run from this, they will continue to run until they face it. And I can only imagine it's a painful feeling to live in a house with no mirrors. And I can't live like that. I'm always going to look in the mirror and just say, how can I get better? How can they get better? We keep pushing. I enjoy this assignment. I do. Now, is it painful? Yeah, more for them. But, I mean, man, you scratch and claw, you plug in the right places, you'll be on the other side.